Okay, now I'm going to do a tile. Not a tile, sorry, a tangle. This one is called Cadent. I love this. So this one starts out as, actually, there's so many things you can do with this one. If we just did just this one all year in different variations, you would have a very full, option around. So I'm going to start here with circles. 1, 2, 3, approximately 4. You can do this bigger than that. And the circles are basically going to be your landing points, takeoff and landing. The other thing you could do it with squares. You could do it, your circles could be dots if they're small. You're going to get a totally different look. And there's lots of different ways to do it. So what I'd like to do is you're going to sweep this up and go on the top of that one. And then I'm going to curve it around and go up on the top again. This loops around under and over, under and over. So you're going to go under it and over. Carry this through, whoop, until you do the first, whoa, hey, I just said I'm going to just do what I want here. Yes, I am. Which leads me to everyone loves a mistake, because when you do that, it opens up opportunities to fix it. And this is why Cadent is nice, because I can, if I want to, color this in. I'm not going to color it all in. I'm going to leave the center white, kind of like a little pearl, okay? And I'm going to make all of them black eventually, just to fill them in with that little highlight. That's just a variation, and it gives you an opportunity to figure out some other way to do it. So I'm going to take this now, I'm going to rotate this right here, and I'm going to go here, around, and out. So you go, whenever you're kind of like trying to figure it out, if you drew it this way, you'd be crossing this line. So just kind of look where it's got an opening. That's kind of my trick. And again, I'm going to go over these and make them black. So you just kind of zip through this. And when you get a rhythm, Cadent, I think the name is really good for it, because it's like a cadence, like it's marching almost. And that, I think, was their reasoning behind the name. So this one is Cadent. Now, like I said with the dots, if you wanted to just go over and under with the tiny little, see, I barely even have a dot there. What you're going to end up with, and you're going to kind of go, it almost doesn't even look like you're referencing any dot at all. And it leaves you kind of open to just having an interesting design, and they kind of wrap into each other. And then this one, you can shade this, by coming in the one side. The shading is always an interesting add-on, because once you shade something, it just makes it have a lot of life. And I think that's why Zentangle for me is a really good practice. Actually, for you as an art student or a human being, actually, if you want to improve your drawing skills, Zentangle is kind of a neat tool for you, because it will be there for you. It will let you practice shading and optical illusions and hand-eye coordination. All of that come into play when you're doing it. So you can see here, I've gone in and I'm trying to fill those in as pearls. You can see that one's bigger, so balance them out. But that's the thing about when you make a mistake, the fun, I don't know if it's fun, but the challenge, the part that makes it interesting for me is that, whoopsie, I made a mistake. How can I make it work? And sometimes I just draw over something, and sometimes I mark over it, or I end up making something completely different. You don't want to get hung up on yourself and just being perfect, and don't feel like you have to do it every time perfectly. I've done this design how many times? I can't even count. And I made a mistake, but I'm over it. I mean, I'm like, okay, well, that happened. Some days you're just doing that. Some days you're better than others. It's just like, I'm more precise today than normal, and today is not that day. So as I look at these, I'm like, I love being able to just check it out on the camera. I have a screen in front of me as I draw, and it really does help me see my work differently. It's like stepping away from it. is very helpful. So Cadent can be done that way. You can also do it with a triangle thing. It goes on and on and on. I have a screen I want to share. And basically, this is my bundle of Zentangle designs that I want to share with you. But this one shows us Cadent. And you can see here, like I said, white circles, black circles with the little pearls. So I opted to do this sort of open circles, little dots, big dots, double lines, triple lines, on and on it goes. And if I keep going, this is just a tile that has all different types of Cadent just used in multiple ways with little dots here. They call that beads. Make that look like leaves, put a spiral in the middle. It is endless. So many ideas. These are all ideas from Margaret Bremner, who is a CZT from Canada. And CZT means Certified Zentangle Teacher. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, but I am by no means am as cool as Margaret, because I love her breakouts. A lot of times they'll just take a Zentangle design and just work it. So that's me sharing for the day, and that's Cadent. So I hope you enjoy. Bye for now.